At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Golden Gophers offense will have the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires complete. Got room at the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
So Miami's offense will take the field for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him in? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance to get him.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Golden Gophers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just...
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turning it on. Past the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Suggs. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Thanks to grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Pushes toward the goal line. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Right down the boulevard. That brings them to within one. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They go to the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. Man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
The Canes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Trying the left side. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. He'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And now they take the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start...
All kinds of room to the right. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Frank. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throwing right. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Frank. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
We
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Catch in the middle. It's Frank. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bringing the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And it'll be down right there. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll open the second half on the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man, those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Another incompletion on third down. And And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Quickly to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Pulls it in. It's Frank. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Golden Gophers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Push down for the tackle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. The quick out. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. This offense has it with really good field position. Reads it, fires complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. Just ran over it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Off play action. And the quarterback caught up to sacked at the 12.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? Got it in the middle. It's Suggs. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. Snap in the shotgun. Lets it fly. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the Golden Gophers are marching down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Golden Gophers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Suggs. He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. That slices the lead to 2.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now. Play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Great place to start for this offense. Fires to the big fella. Taking it the other Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It sucks. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. He splits the uprights. And they have surged on top here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll move the tight end. They'll leave it with the lone back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Picks up the 1st down. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
They'll run play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more.